In celebration of 100 years of UIL Texas high school football, the UIL, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, and HEB teamed up to honor the best, brightest, and most unforgettable teams in the sport's illustrious history. With the help of some of the state's foremost experts and historians, we selected and honored 100 of the finest teams to grace the gridiron that give the game its one-of-a-kind flair. Throughout the course of the season, fans from across the state voted each week to help us select 10 of the greatest teams in UIL history. Today, we are proud to recognize Marathon High School and the 1976 Marathon Mustangs team, who were selected by the fans as one of the top 10 greatest high school football teams in UIL history. Joining us to celebrate, we are pleased to have the superintendent for Marathon ISD, Pete Price. Superintendent Price, how are you today? Thank you for joining us.
Rob, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Now, I know you're new to the marathon community, but I know you know a lot about that 1976 team. Tell me a little bit about what made that 1976 marathon team so special and why you believe they were selected by the fans as one of the greatest high school football teams in UIL history.
Thanks, Rob. You know, I had the pleasure of meeting three of the players from that 1976 team when we received notification that our team was one of the top 100 teams. And so I convened with them and had a great chance to talk with the guys about the season, not only that season, but other seasons when they won the state championship. But what I was most impressed with, a variety of things, but number one, being a very, very small school district, we should have been playing six-man football, but we couldn't find teams to play us six-man football. So we had to play 11-man teams, and week in, week out, this small community, small group of players, very dedicated, beat one after another team, and they were undefeated all the way to the state championship. And so I was very impressed with that, and then also with their comments about, you know, what was most important to them. And they talked about the camaraderie, they talked about the friendships that have lasted a lifetime. So quite a group of guys, and very impressed with their hard work and their resiliency, and to be so successful playing all those 11-man teams.
It really is a remarkable story, and for anybody who hasn't read about it or doesn't know much about the Marathon Mustangs, you alluded to it. Again, they had dominance there in the 70s, and they're one of the only teams in UIL history, only with a handful of folks to ever win 5 straight or make it to 5 straight title games, which is really impressive. Right. And, you know, Coach Vance Jones at Balmorhea, who coached that 1976 team, just won a state championship. So the legacy of the 1976 Marathon Mustangs lives on through him, which I think is really special. And, you know, when we were talking, you told me, you know, 6 months in that you're here at Marathon. As you've been there in the community, tell me a little bit about your experiences there and what makes the Marathon community so special.
When I was interviewing for the job this summer, what impressed me the most about this small community of 450 residents was their commitment to excellence, whether it's excellence in the classroom, excellence on the sports field, and the families and the community are united around their school district, like many small school districts in Texas and around the nation. But when we say committed, they are truly committed to meeting the needs of all of our students, and so that commitment to excellence, that commitment to family, community, is very impressive. And I am very, very blessed to be in this community, and love working with our students. We have fabulous teachers, parents, and community members.
And Pete, this has been a different season than we've ever seen, right? 100 years of UIL football. We're in a pandemic year, and we've certainly been dealt some adversity this fall. And we're certainly grateful to have the support of HEB, who is our supporting partner of the UIL 100 Greatest Teams. I know you know better than anybody, we're nothing without our community support and our partner support. Tell me a little bit about what it means to you to know that there are folks like HEB who are committed to recognizing the achievements, not only there at Marathon High School, but across the state of Texas.
You bet. I've been very fortunate to work in Texas for over 30 years, and I have been the beneficiary of working with HEB in different locations. And HEB has always been a wonderful partner. They are also truly committed to our students and doing what's best for them. So we are all very honored to have such a wonderful partner. And so HEB, thank you so much for sponsoring this activity. When our community heard that we were one of the best teams in the history of Texas, it really brought people together and really made them proud to be a part of this community. So thank you very much, HEB.
Well, Superintendent Price, thank you so much for being here as a part of this recognition to honor the 1976 Marathon Mustangs team, to show our gratitude and congratulations. We'll be sending some things your way. We have a co-branded football that we'll be sharing with you that can live in the Marathon trophy case. We have
nice.
we have a co-branded certificate that we'll also share with you, and we'll also be making a donation back to Marathon High School in honor of the UIL 100 Greatest Team celebration. So thank you so much for joining us as a part of this celebration, and we enjoyed talking with you.
Yes, thank you, Rob, and thank you for your support. It was very, very much appreciated.
Absolutely.